Hello friends, welcome to Costing Lecture Series at Finance MCQ channel. I am CMA Akula Sridhar. Friends, in this channel we will be covering your technical syllabus which covers 100 marks in phase 1 and is also having 2/3 weightage of phase 2 of your SEBI Grade A officer exam. So it's very important for your selection. So friends, in today's lecture we will be covering the objective, scope and limitations of cost accounting. So let's begin. So the objectives of cost accounting includes ascertainment of cost. So friends, here the main objective of cost accounting is to find out the cost of products or services rendered with reasonable degree of accuracy. So it is done by two methods, post costing and continuous costing. So let's study them one by one. So friends, post costing means analysis of actual information as recorded in financial books. So friends, here it is accurate and it is useful in case of cost plus contracts where price is determined finally on the basis of actual cost. Next method of ascertainment of cost is continuous costing. So friends, here it aims at collecting information about cost as and when the activity takes place, so that as soon as the job is completed the cost would be known. So friends, here it involves careful estimation of overheads. Next objective of costing includes determination of selling price. So friends, cost accounting provides information regarding the cost which helps the business enterprise to fix a selling price and to make and sell the product or services on a profit making basis. So friends, here we study all cost components, prepare cost sheet to arrive at a total cost, and then a profit margin is added to determine selling price. Next objective is cost control. Friends, this is to determine and control efficiency by setting standards of material, labor and overheads, and once standards are set, then the actual performance is measured against the standard set, and then investigation is done into cause of failure and then corrective actions are taken. Next objective is cost reduction. So friends, this refers to the achievement of real and permanent reduction in the units of goods or services without impairing the suitability for the use intended or diminution in the quality of the product. So friends, here cost reduction does not mean reducing cost by affecting the essential characteristics and quality of the product, but it should be permanent and genuine saving in cost. Next objective is ascertaining the profit of each activity. So friends, here the profit of any activity can be ascertained by matching cost with the revenue of that activity to determine costing profit and loss on an objective basis. Moving on, next objective is it assists management in decision making. So friends, for making a choice between different course of action, it is necessary to make comparison of the outcomes of different alternatives. So such comparison can be made with the help of cost accounting information. So friends, remember that management has to take several decisions like make or buy decision, accept an order or not, expanding a business, replacing a product with another product, or even shut down or continuing a business. So friends, cost accounting information provides vital inputs for making sound business decisions. Next, we will study scope of cost accounting. The first scope is costing. So friends, costing is the technique and process of ascertaining cost of products or services on the basis of some cost accounting principles and rules. So friends, this we have already seen our first lecture of costing. Next scope is cost accounting. So friend, it is the process of accounting for cost which begins with recording of expenditure and ends with preparation of statistical data. So friends, this is basically cost accounting is a formal mechanism of cost ascertainment. Next scope is cost analysis. So friend, this involves the process of finding out the factors responsible for variances in actual cost from the budgeted cost and accordingly fixation of responsibility for cost differences. So friends, this helps in actually better cost management and strategic decisions. Next scope is cost comparisons. So friends, it includes comparison of cost from alternative courses of action towards production of goods and services rendered. So friends, here comparison may be as to the use of different technology for production, cost of making different products and activities, or even comparison of cost of some product or service over a period of time. Next scope is cost control. So friends, here cost is analyzed whether cost is exceeding its budgeted cost or whether any further cost reduction is possible. So basically it involves detailed examination of each cost component. Next scope is cost reports. So friends, these reports are primarily prepared for use by management at different levels. So cost reports helps in planning and control, performance appraisal and managerial decision making. And next scope is statutory compliances. So friends, companies cost record and audit rules 2014 specifies the categories of companies governed by Companies Act, which has to maintain cost records relating to the utilization of materials, labors and other items of cost, and also have to comply with the cost audit provisions. So moving on, next we'll study the limitations of cost accounting. So the first limitation is it is very expensive. So it's expensive because analysis, allocation and absorption of overheads require considerable amount of additional work and hence additional money. Next limitation of cost accounting is that it is very complex. So friends, cost accounting involves identifying different types of expenses and allocation of expenses. So it involves a lot of steps, different forms and formulas to collect the data and preparing the reports. So friends, we can say that it is very complex and a complicated system and it requires expertise. Next limitation is that there's a requirement of reconciliation. So friends, the results shown by cost account is differ from those shown by the final account. Hence, the preparation of reconciliation statement is necessary to verify their accuracy. So friends, there are some items which are present only in final account, such as loss on sale of assets, interest paid, dividend paid, provision for taxes or even fictitious assets. While friends, there are some other items which are present in cost accounting only, like notional rent of own premises, interest on capital expenditure in production but not actually paid, or difference in absorption of overheads. So friends, there is a requirement of reconciliation between financial and cost account to jump at some conclusions. Next limitation is inefficiency. So friends, implementing a costing system itself does not actually control cost, but its proper and sincere usage does. So friends, like any other system, we have to put various control measures in place for proper functioning of cost accounting system. So as we have seen in our previous lectures, like for a good cost accounting system, it should be accurate, it should be informative, simple to understand and should also be supported by management. So next limitation is that duplication of work. So friends, there is a duplication of work as organization has to maintain two different set of accounts. One is financial accounts and the other is cost account. So friends, in today's lecture, we have covered objectives of cost accounting, where we have seen how cost accounting is helpful in ascertainment of cost, determination of selling price, then cost reduction, ascertaining the profit of each activity, and then assisting management in decision making. Then we have studied the scope of cost accounting, where it includes costing, cost accounting, cost analysis, cost comparison, cost control, cost reports and then statutory compliances. And in the end, we have seen the limitations of cost accounting and we have seen how cost accounting is expensive, it's complex, there's a requirement of reconciliation, and unless it is properly implemented, it can be inefficient, and then there is a duplication of work involved. So friends, for more practice of this topic in MCQ format, please visit financemcq.in, where we are presenting the entire SEBI Grade A exam technical syllabus in MCQ format. We are presenting 2000 plus subject wise, topic wise MCQ questions to practice. Plus we have added explanation for correct answers wherever required for conceptual clarity. Apart from these friends, we are presenting 25 national level test series for more and more practice. So please do visit financemcq.in and practice well for your technical syllabus. So that's all friends. See you all tomorrow for some more insight on this topic. Till then, thank you very much for watching. Take care and goodbye.